Most investors compare SCHD and VYM using the wrong scoreboard. They check yield fees, recent performance, and which ticker gets more attention online. But that is like choosing a car by only looking at the color. Those things matter, but they do not tell you whether the car fits the trip. So the real question is not which ETF is better. The real question is, what job do I need this ETF to do inside my portfolio? Because if you get that wrong, you can own a perfectly good ETF and still feel disappointed with it for years. Welcome to Grow with Tony, where we break down money, investing, and long-term wealth in a simple, practical way. This video is for education only, not financial advice. Always do your own research and consider speaking with a qualified professional before making financial decisions. Now, SCHD and VYM may look similar from the outside. Both are popular dividend ETFs. Both are low cost. Both hold large U.S. companies. And both attract investors who want income, stability, or a portfolio that feels more focused on dividends. But they are not built the same way. SCHD is the Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF. It tracks the Dow Jones U.S. Dividend 100 Index. Schwab's fund page shows a very low expense ratio, and the fund holds a little over 100 stocks. VYM is the Vanguard High-Dividend Yield ETF. It tracks the FTSE High-Dividend Yield Index. Vanguard describes it as a fund built to give broad exposure to companies with higher-than-average dividend yields, also at very low cost. So here is the clean contrast. SCHD is a selective dividend-quality filter. VYM is a broader high-dividend basket. That one sentence matters more than most of the noise around these funds. And it matters because these two funds can lead to very different expectations. One investor buys SCHD expecting quality and dividend growth, then gets frustrated when broad growth stocks run ahead. Another investor buys VYM for diversification, then feels jealous when SCHD has a stronger stretch. Both investors can own good funds and still feel like they made a mistake. Not because the ETF is broken. Their expectation was wrong. And if you judge them by the wrong scoreboard, the comparison gets messy fast. Look at yield alone, and the fund paying more today may look better. Look at fees alone, and the cheaper fund may look better. Look at recent performance alone, and whichever fund had the better run starts to feel like the obvious winner. That is how people end up switching strategies every time the market changes leadership. One year, quality dividend stocks look smart. Another year, growth stocks run ahead and the dividend strategy feels slow. Then a market scare happens, and suddenly income and stability feel important again. But dividend ETFs are not baseball cards. You are not collecting the one with the best recent stats. You are choosing a tool, and a tool is only good if it matches the job. That brings us to the real turning point of this video. This is not a ranking problem. It is a matching problem. And this is why the boring answer, "it depends," is not good enough. It depends on something specific. It depends on the job. If you treat SCHD versus VYM like a ranking problem, you keep asking, which ticker wins? But if you treat it like a matching problem, you ask something better. Which fund matches the role I actually need in my portfolio? That shift changes the whole conversation. Now we can compare the trade-off without going in circles. And I want you to listen for the trade-off, not just a feature. SCHD's appeal is selectivity. Schwab describes the index behind SCHD as focused on the quality and sustainability of dividends. That matters because dividend investors can get tempted by the highest yield without asking whether the business behind that yield is healthy. A high yield can be attractive, but sometimes yield is high because the stock price has fallen. Sometimes the company is under pressure. Sometimes the market is warning that the payout carries more risk than it appears. SCHD is not simply trying to grab the highest yield. Its appeal is that it uses a stricter dividend quality style filter. The trade-off is concentration. With a little over 100 holdings, SCHD is more focused. When its style is working, that can feel powerful. When its style is out of favor, or when a few major holdings lag, you may feel that more clearly. VYM's appeal is breadth. Vanguard's fact sheet describes VYM as tracking a high dividend yield index that is market cap weighted and excludes real estate investment trusts. In plain English, VYM gives you wider access to the high dividend side of the U.S. stock market. The trade-off is that broader does not automatically mean higher quality. VYM may feel more diversified, but it is not trying to be the strictest quality screen. It is built more like a wide basket of higher dividend companies. Think of it this way. SCHD is the smaller basket where every item passed a stricter checklist. VYM is the bigger basket from the high dividend aisle. The smaller basket may be cleaner. The bigger basket may be more diversified. But those are different strengths. So instead of asking which basket is better, use this 4-lane decision map. This is where the decision becomes useful. Lane 1. Choose SCHD. SCHD makes more sense if you want a more selective dividend quality strategy, you care about dividend sustainability, and you are comfortable with a narrower portfolio. This is the investor who says, I do not just want income, I want the dividend companies to pass a stricter test. For example, imagine someone who already owns a broad S&P 500 or total market fund. They are not looking for another fund that simply owns everything. They want a dividend sleeve with a stronger quality filter. For that investor, SCHD has a clear purpose, but that same investor has to accept the cost of that choice. SCHD may not always look like the smartest fund on the chart. If the quality dividend style is out of favor, they need to remember why they bought it. Lane 2. Choose VYM. VYM makes more sense if you want broad high dividend exposure, very low cost, and a portfolio that spreads the dividend bet across more companies. This is the investor who says, I want the dividend sleeve to be simple, diversified, and easy to hold. For example, imagine someone who does not want to study 100 individual dividend stocks. They just want one low-cost fund that captures a wide group of higher dividend U.S. companies. For that investor, VYM starts to make sense. But that investor also has to accept the cost of that choice. VYM may not feel as sharp or as powerful as SCHD during periods when SCHD's filter is working well. Lane 3. Choose both. Owning both is not automatically wrong, but it needs a reason. Maybe SCHD is your dividend quality sleeve, and VYM is your broader dividend sleeve. That can make sense if you understand the overlap and still want both roles. But do not buy both just because you cannot decide. If both funds are in your portfolio, each one should earn its place. The test is simple. If someone asked you why you own both, could you explain the difference in one sentence? If the answer is no, you may not have a strategy. You may just have hesitation disguised as diversification. That line matters because many portfolios are not designed. They are accumulated. One ETF gets added because it was in a video. Another gets added because it was in a comment section. Another gets added because the investor did not want to miss out. Eventually, the portfolio looks diversified, but the owner cannot explain what each piece is doing. Lane 4. Choose neither. This is the lane people skip. If your real goal is maximum long-term growth, and you do not specifically need a dividend tilt, neither SCHD nor VYM may need to be your main holding. For some investors, especially younger investors focused on total return, a broad total market fund or S&P 500 fund may be a better core. That does not make dividend ETFs bad. It just means the tool has to match the job. This is important because some investors feel like every popular ETF comparison needs a winner. But sometimes the honest answer is, this is a good fund, but it is not the tool I need right now. That is not a weak answer. That is discipline. And this is where many investors get themselves into trouble. They pick the fund that looked best recently. They pick the fund with the louder fan base. They pick the fund with the yield that feels better today. But every strategy has a season where it looks disappointing. SCHD can lag. VYM can lag. Dividend ETFs can trail growth stocks for years. A high-dividend strategy can look boring when technology or other growth-heavy sectors are leading the market. So the best ETF is not the one that always looks good on a comparison chart. The best ETF is the one you understand well enough to keep holding when it is not winning. That is why this decision has to be made before the market tests your patience. Because if you only decide after a fund starts lagging, your emotions will write the strategy for you. And emotions are terrible portfolio managers. Before choosing SCHD, VYM, both, or neither, ask 3 questions. First, what role do I want dividends to play in my portfolio? Second, do I want a stricter dividend quality filter or broader high dividend exposure? Third, can I hold this strategy when something else is outperforming? If you can answer those three questions, you are no longer just comparing tickers. You are building a portfolio with a plan. So the cleanest summary is this: SCHD is for investors who want a more selective dividend quality strategy. VYM is for investors who want broader high dividend exposure at very low cost. Both can make sense if each one has a clear role. Neither can make sense if dividends are not the tool your portfolio needs right now. A strong portfolio is not built by collecting popular tickers. It is built by matching every fund to a job you can hold through disappointment. And that is the real win. If this episode brought you clarity, subscribe to Grow with Tony so we can keep navigating these money decisions together. And drop a comment below. If you had to choose today, would you lean SCHD, VYM, both, or neither? Keep learning, keep growing your wealth, and I will see you in the next one.